All right, at the Rio Salado team match today, because it's team deathmatch, nothing more appropriate to use than my Doomslayer setup. This is a KP15 action carbine with a SIG Romeo 8T and Juliet 4 magnifier, SLT2 trigger. Of course, I got my Harris bipod on there. The handgun I'm using is also part of my Doomslayer set. It's a KE34 Charlie with a Leupold Delta Point Pro. And today I'm going to be taking most of the handgun targets because I didn't bring a shotgun. You only had to have one shotgun on your team. We have two, so I'm going to focus on the handgun part of the match. Very little rifle targets for me, only one stage where I'm going to be using it. Here's Jordan's loadout for the Rio Salado team match.
So I'm running the KE Arms flared magwell aluminum team rifle, Faxon 18-inch fluted barrel, Razor 1-6, Gen 2, aluminum lightweight carrier, UBR stock, all the fancy stuff. JP silent capture, Mossberg 930 with the all the fancy matching camo on those from Brian over at We Bleed, and then a KE 34, sort of rolling special deal with the ported barrel, Hollow Sun 407 CO, and a knockoff Surefire full of lead.
Super gamer. So which guns did you shoot the most of?
Today at this match, I'd say we probably shot about an equal amounts of shotgun and rifle.
Make sure you get my goat side.
All right, Paul, what was your loadout for the Rio Salado team match?
So first off, my old Saga 12. It's a mostly Firebird gun from 10 years ago at this point. Got the 20 and the 12, and I got a couple 12s over here. It's just a real nice lightweight shotgun that just goes.
And you mostly shot shotgun today, right?
I was like 80 rounds of shotgun today total.
Right.
And I got my KP15. This is the WPD variant 1, so it's sub 4 pounds.
And tell us about your components on that you got there with.
So it's obviously KP15 lower, the SLT2 trigger, the KP matched selector for it. It's SLR's low lightweight titanium gas block, Faxon barrel, PWS muzzle brake, V7 titanium barrel nut, right to bear arbs, low mass steel carrier, car buffer with no weights in it, Jones Arms little buffer majigger thing, Aero Precision slick side. It's the Raptor Radian Raptor short, and obviously Vortex Crossfire 2 red dot.
All right, awesome. This stage is just a massive array of steel. The team has to neutralize the targets as fast as they can using pistol and shotgun. Jordan and Paul are both using shotguns, and I'm using pistol. I start on a plate rack that's just out of frame. I move over to the Texas Star, and then I'll finish up on the poppers that are falling. I transition over to the second star, but Paul already has it handled. We are second on this stage with 87.03% of the winner's score. This stage is relay race style. I'll be handling the pistol. I'll tag Jordan in for the rifle. Then Jordan will tag Paul in for the shotgun portion, finishing on a slug stop plate. Going 1 for 1 on this moving target is a great example of how much easier engaging moving targets is with a red dot pistol. Jordan is using a sitting length bipod he borrowed from another competitor. There's not many opportunities at matches where these are useful, but it definitely was a large help on this portion of the stage. He uses the QD mount on the bipod to ditch it and stuff the rifle back in the barrel. Mag change to switch to slugs. It looks like his first several shots are over top the target, but he adjusts and makes the hit.
5054. Finish on those, show clear.
We are first on this stage, giving us 100 match points. On this stage, every shooter must rotate the spinner. There are 2 pistol shooters engaging the left and right arrays and the shotgun shooter in the middle. We have the shotgun shooter Paul go first because he can rotate the spinner a lot easier and it will have inertia for the other 2 of us. Unfortunately, Paul spent some time chasing this mover on the right. Looks like most of his impacts are above the target. This is one of the things that can be an issue using a red dot on top of a Saiga 12. You have to be aware of your bore offset on close targets. Because the spinner is already moving, we both have to wait a little bit when we go to engage it to see which direction it's going, and then to make sure we make the hits to rotate it. On this stage, we were ninth with 62.86% of the winner's score. This stage is an all-rifle relay race. There are 5 rifle targets at 275 to 325 yards. Each shooter will do this in sequence.
Help me call hits, please, guys.
Famous last words.
If you can, look for the glimmer of red strobes to indicate hits on the steel.
If you're finished on those, show clear, boys.
On this stage, we are fourth with 92.39% of the winner's score. On this stage, I'm in the center with pistol, Jordan is on the right with shotgun, Paul is on the left with shotgun. The clays are worth plus 10 seconds each if they aren't hit. So I'm going to shoot the center poppers, launching the double clays. The shotgun shooters will stand ready to engage 1 clay each, and after we knock down those 2 and hit those 4 clays, we'll move on to our respective target sectors. After hitting the first pistol popper, I wait a second to engage the next one to make sure they have time to get to the clays. All clays were successfully hit, and we mow down the rest of the steel. On this stage, we are in 4th place with 74.02% of the winner's score. In the end, we are first out of 24 teams with 416.31 points out of 500 possible. Thank you for watching. Come back again for more match and multi-gun competition content.